Sometimes you go for a job promotion and it unfortunately doesn't work out. And that can of course leave us feeling frustrated and upset and wondering what the next steps might actually be. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Tyler Warlow and I make videos on self-improvement topics. In today's video, I figured I would discuss some of the things that you can do if you tried to get a promotion and unfortunately it didn't quite work out. First, I'm going to cover some of the things that you can do immediately after finding out, and then at the end of the video, I'll give some extra tips. If that sounds interesting to you, let's go ahead and jump into the video. So the first thing that I'm going to recommend that you do is take some time to process this privately. Obviously, finding out that you didn't get the promotion that you were gunning for can be a frustrating or disappointing experience. This can lead to us having a lot of questions or frustrations that we then want to express to our coworkers or peers or even managers as to why we didn't get the job. But I can assure you this is almost always not going to be a good course of action. It is a very natural reaction to maybe be disappointed or feel frustrated or upset about not getting your promotion. But if you immediately start ranting about how you deserve the job over the other candidate, that's of course going to leave a bad taste in people's mouths. It just makes you seem like a sore loser and that you don't actually deserve the position, because anyone who is going to go for a promotion should be someone who has some humility and can lead with compassion, not someone who is going to be upset every time they feel wronged. So take some time, don't immediately respond, and process how you actually feel. Don't go saying things that you don't actually mean or something that doesn't align with your values. Taking some time to process how you're feeling can actually allow you to take some time to put together a more thoughtful response to how you found out, and also to start pursuing the next steps more effectively. Once you've had some time to process, I recommend asking for feedback. This is one of the best things that you can do as a candidate for a promotion, because it shows that even though you didn't get the promotion, you're still interested in finding out what it is you can do to improve yourself towards achieving it. This shows initiative on your part, and a lot of employers are going to be impressed with that and take note of it for the future. I would recommend asking things about like what you did well versus what might have disqualified you from the role. And sometimes you might get this feedback without even asking for it. There are companies out there that try to be as transparent as possible about the process because they care about your growth and want to see you succeed as well. Now, an important thing you should know when you ask for this feedback is that if you receive it, do not take it personally. Sometimes there are going to be things in there that you feel came out of left field or you 100% don't agree with, and that's okay. People interpret things differently than just how you interpret yourself. Most managers are actually trying to give you that feedback in order to help you grow, unless it's a toxic workplace. A lot of times, if there are any points that might confuse you, managers are pretty open to the conversation as to why that was a piece of feedback or what you could potentially do to work on it. Which brings me to the next point, and that's going to be to go through your feedback and actually develop a plan to help you to address the points on where you could improve. For instance, if you showed a lack of technical knowledge, try to sign up for trainings or start taking courses to help you develop the knowledge that was missing. If it was in the soft skills area, try to start practicing those soft skills a little more often. Of course, there might be some items in your feedback that you're unsure on, so be sure to talk to your manager and see if they can help you to develop a plan or some goals centered around that feedback so that they can actually help you. Now, the final thing that I would want you to do is to start working on that action plan. And while you are, be sure that people see that you are actually working on it. Start increasing your visibility at the company if you haven't done this already. This of course means having meetings with your managers where you identify your accomplishments and you clearly and concisely communicate them. You can demonstrate your knowledge by volunteering to mentor younger team members, and make sure that you volunteer for opportunities to provide project updates within your own project where you're taking a little bit more of that leadership role. But that's going to be the main things that you can do immediately after finding out that you didn't get your promotion, and what can really set you up for success in the future. Now, I want to talk about a few other additional things. Understand that once you reach a certain point of promotion that you will need to start putting in the actual extra effort to deserve getting that promotion. A lot of people like to refer to this as playing the game. I don't really like that. But essentially, you're going to want to take the extra time to develop your skills, get to know some higher ups, and attend company events, because this is where you are demonstrating your commitment to the company. Most companies don't want to promote someone that they're unsure as to how committed they are to the actual company. So understand that after you reach a certain point, certain promotions are going to require doing some of that extra legwork. If that's not something that aligns with you, then you'll have to recognize that you might not get that promotion. Now, the second thing I want to note is the cases where people have been passed up for promotions on multiple occasions despite being fully qualified for the role. A lot of times you'll see this in instances where people are quote unquote too good at their job, so they're kept in a certain position way longer than they ever should have been because they're kind of holding that ship together, so to speak. If you are in that position where you have applied for this promotion multiple times, you meet the qualifications, you have done a good job of developing based on the feedback that they've provided in previous interviews, and you are still getting passed up for that promotion, then it might be time to start looking for another company. You'll be surprised how often when people start applying to external roles that they'll start getting that promotion offer pretty quickly from those external companies because those external companies recognize the value of that employee. Make sure that you are going places that you are valued. If your current company doesn't value you, then you should start looking for a different position. But that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. If you found it to be helpful or informative at all, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to join me along in this self-improvement journey. If you have any of your own thoughts, ideas, or opinions, let me know with a comment down below, as I like to try and read and respond to all of them. If you're interested in more videos like this one, where I talk about career-related topics, be sure to check out this video right here, where I talk about the top soft skills that will get you hired. If you're more interested in my most recent stuff, be sure to check out this video right here. But until the next time, this is Tyler Warlow, signing off.